Hey guys, welcome back. Today's tutorial is going to be a wet look, which is one of my favorites to do for the summer. I hope you enjoyed this video as much as I did making it. As usual, I start with a primer, and today I'm using Farsali Skintune Blur, which is one of my favorites, so I thought I would use it today. To create a glowy, dewy look, I applied a little bit of Iconic London Illuminator using NARS Sheer Glow Foundation and blended these two babies together. I don't use Iconic Illuminator on its own because my face would look like a bronze statue. Instead, I blend the foundation. Just use your normal amount of foundation, dot it around the illuminator. Be careful not to add too much illuminator if you haven't used it before, because if you've got too little on you, you can just add a few more drops and blend it out. But I had to start over this video because I added just a bit too much the first time around, and I had to clean it up and start over again. Use a clean brush to spread and blend with a beauty blender. I quickly set my eyelids with translucent powder, brushed my brows down to get that sharp line above, and filled in the rest with ANASTASIA Pomade in soft brown to get a nice brow shape for this look. Hey guys, I hope you're liking the video, so I would love it if you tap the like button. Also, let me know in the comments below how you achieve a glowy look. I would love to try your techniques. I'm actually using the Morphe palette I reviewed last week for this look. Check it out above if you'd like my thoughts on it. I found this light beigeish color really works as a base to blend from, so I applied some to my brow bone. And I followed up with this beautiful coral orange color under the brow bone and on the outer and inner corners of my eyelids. It's a great transition color for this look. I added a darker tone to the same places as a coral color and blended them, and then slightly dragged out the brown color for a bit of depth. If there are any areas that are patchy or just don't look right, you could use a clean round brush and blend it out. Here I used more of the base color to brighten the center part of my eyelid to create some sort of opening so that the shimmer creates a glistening look when it's applied. I then applied the two shimmer colors starting at the center and dragged it upwards along the eyelid. You can sort of think of it like a soda can, and that center part with the shimmer is supposed to imitate the depth that is created by the shine, if that makes sense. I made sure to avoid the inner and outer eyelids to focus the shine in one area and blended slightly outwards. So I pulled out my trusty HUDA Beauty Topaz palette, and it looked more like a mountain ridge than a makeup palette. I used the shimmer color as a sort of highlighter on my brow bone to create an arched look or feel. And then I added some concealer to cover and highlight. I used translucent powder under my eyes and on my frown line to set those areas in. It's important not to apply setting powder to other areas of your face, otherwise you might lose that dewy look. I only set areas that are prone to creasing, and I left that powder to set and moved on to applying eyeshadow under my eyelids. I used the same colors I applied to my eyelids to create a sort of frame around the eyes or a smoldery look. By the time I was done, I could use a clean brush and remove the excess setting powder. I went back to the two Morphe shimmer colors, mixed them and applied them to the inner corner of the eye and underneath as well, trying to stick to the center as much as I could. I made a few contour lines before blending it with a smaller brush to focus the color in the smaller area. I liked using a brush a lot better than a beauty blender, surprisingly. I normally use a beauty blender, but the brush gives me a better control of the blending process. This is the first time I used Hoola by Benefit. There was a lot of hype around the product, so I decided to try it out. I applied it on the contour areas. This is a travel size bronzer. It comes with a mini brush. The brush is a bit small and flat, but it works well with the bronzer. The bronzer lasted long and blended very well with other colors. It even comes with a tiny mirror. At roughly $18, it's a bit pricey, but I like it and I'd probably buy it again, and probably the larger size too. I added cream blush at the end by NARS. I simply used it to help with the dewy look I'm trying to achieve. I then put on some eyelashes by House of Lashes, which I have recently tried out and I really like them. And I added some YSL mascara to them. Then I used NYX lip liner and matte liquid lipstick by Huda Beauty, and I enhanced the wet look with some gloss by Shiseido. And last, I sprayed some dewy setting spray by Anastasia. It's made to give a wet, dewy look, and here you could judge the results by the spray. I personally loved it and I found that it nailed the look. It even made my makeup last longer, and its scent kind of smelled like a coconut vacation. I've been loving using these contacts by Bella to enhance my looks, and I did the same thing here. I personally love the results of the look. I hope you guys did too. The only thing I would have done differently is the lipstick. Possibly a more pink color now that I think of it. And if you enjoyed this tutorial, please consider subscribing to the channel, and thank you for watching.